Yo, hey, what is up there, guys? And welcome back to a brand new episode of The Evolve. How you guys doing on today? You know what? I'm doing all right. Man, I'm super excited to bring parts 4, part 5, and part 6 of this series that we started a long time ago of one of Eminem's craziest battles ever. You know, that basically it did turn physical and almost deadly. And you know, this was the battle with Royce the 5'9". Now, if you have not looked at parts 1, 2, and 3, I will put a link in the description to the whole video. I actually combined them all together in one video, and it is a great hour to sit home and chill and just watch that whole series. I promise you, you'll be glad you did, and you'll be surprised with some of the things. Some of the things you're gonna know, and some of the things that I kind of added in there to add on to the information that was already out there regarding, you know, Bizarre, regarding police reports that I went and digged up and whatnot. But anyway, today we are dealing with part 4. So you're gonna have to look at parts 1, 2, and 3 to really catch up. But in part 4, now we are leading into Malcolm X. And boy, this is Royce the 5'9" diss track on Eminem and D12. Basically, what led to this in parts 1, 2, and 3, we kind of learn a little bit about the story coming up to the Malcolm X. Royce the 5'9", he did a verse in a diss track on D12, and he told Bizarre that, hey, we can meet up in gloves, or I can send you, or we can or I can like send you in the grave like bugs. And that line, it triggered D12 members, and from there it went downhill. From there, D12 released a diss track on Royce. They all went on him. Each one of them took turns, except Eminem. But then Royce the 5'9", the next day he gets on the radio and he tells them, hey, y'all talking a lot of stuff. I'm gonna come out to the club. I'll be at the club tonight, and we can throw hands. And if someone gets shot or dead or whatever happens, but I'm gonna be there, and I'm gonna see if y'all bring that same energy that y'all had on that track in my face. So that's what he said on the radio. Now in part 3, Eminem and D12 went to the club within 5 minutes, and Royce didn't show up. But one of Royce's boys showed up, and D12, they end up jumping his boy, like 17, D12 and plus a ton of other people, and then they bragged about it. So this led to Malcolm X, this track that we're gonna listen to here. Royce is like, all right, I'm gonna release a diss track on all of you all. So let's just listen to this first part, because I'm gonna give it, this was a good diss track and it's quite funny. But part 4, Royce's diss track, let's listen to the first part.
My new name from now on, don't even call me Royce 5'9" no more, call me Malcolm X, since everybody in the city wanna kill. I'm Malcolm X now. We gonna see who going. I ain't going nowhere, motherfucker. We gonna see. Everybody who against me, nigga, I'm mad. Yeah, it's only one problem. Every time you motherfuckers breathe on the mic, it's a motherfucking lie, nigga. Nobody believes you. Ass down. We gon' beat your ass down. Y'all niggas sound like y'all write y'all rhymes and motherfucking crayons. Bitches, yeah. What rap crew I gotta snatch about the game? Who must I smack for saying my name? Somebody gon' die, it's probably you. You couldn't fit Bizarre's body in my shoes. Niggas quick to talk all hood till I pop up. Plus, you just act tough cause Suge got locked up. I am above y'all. When you dropping your raps to diss me, I only recognize the top of your hat, and I don't like.
Okay. Okay, so this is the start off. Now, I must warn you, Royce the 5'9", he was upset, he was mad, he was triggered, he was beyond mad that they had jumped his homeboy. So how he starts off this, first you heard the bar, he was basically, speaking of bar, he talked about Bizarre. He's like, none of y'all are good as me. He first started off light. He letting D12 know that none of y'all in this crew is as good as me. Y'all could not fit in my shoe, even if you're as big as Bizarre. Couldn't fit in my shoe, even if y'all are as big as Bizarre. And Bizarre is a big boy. Not even he can fit in my shoes. Y'all not as good enough is basically what he said. And then he goes on later on in that verse. Now, like I said, he was talking very slimy, very violent. So yeah, he first starts off light, and let me tell you, it gets intense. It gets funny too, but you're gonna see a lot of bars directed towards Bizarre. He did not like Bizarre. Them two did not like each other. And I think till today, they still have this little thing, although they've gotten older and let, you know, bygones be bygones, but there is still that thing. These two do not like each other. But anyway, let's go on to the next part, what he said, because then he start getting on to each person.
Proof punk ass, he think he tough. He keep 30 niggas with him cause he weak as fuck. I have to catch you by yourself, I'ma fuck you up. Snatch a little cheap ass chain and piece you up. You better hope you and the white boy keep in touch and be a good little hype man or your lease is up. Since Slim signed 50, I don't see your teeth as much. It's good cause you got a grill like a fucking truck. Damn homie, it's history.
Damn, homie, high school, you was the man. He did a little 50 Cent. Okay, so, man, as you guys can see, if you just listen, he went in on Proof. He went in on Proof. He talked about Proof's teeth. He said that it looked like, you know, his teeth, like someone ran a truck in his teeth and they're all messed up. His whole grill, the whole hole messed up. But not only that, then he goes on to say, hey, yo, you need to be a good little hype boy for that white boy. White boy, didn't call him by his name, call him white boy, talking about him, you're just a hype boy. Now, this little line right here lets you know, because in part 2, we found out that Eminem got rid of Royce the 5'9" from being his hype boy, and he went with Proof. Now, Royce had originally back then had suggested, that's all right, nah, it's good, I'm good. Like, it was all good, but you can see back in this diss track, with him bringing it reference back to that, obviously it had bothered him, and he wouldn't put it in the diss track. So he's like, you need to be your teeth is bad, you just a hype boy, and not just that, Proof, if I see you, I'm gonna f you up. You better be with your crew, because if I see you alone, I'm gonna f you up, Proof. This is what Royce said. I told you, it gets violent. It got really violent quick. And we're gonna go on. So he went in on Proof here and he put it together. Like I said, it's what you want in a diss track. But unlike today's diss track, where all these YouTube rappers, and even not YouTube rappers, but even mainstream rapper beefs and whatnot, they do it for the culture. It's for the culture. And then the next month or two, they're doing a same song with each other. They both were just clapping and capping and clouting. So, and clapping, clouting, and culture. Capping, clouting, and capping, clouting, and for the culture. So they were basically all just capping and clouting for the culture, they say. It's for the culture though. We can cap and we can culture vault. If it's for the culture. But anyway, it wasn't none of that back then. You had better be willing to fight. Back in the early 90s, where competition and everybody was trying to get a deal, when people took rap serious and really serious, and when one person made it, everybody knew. It was serious back then. You couldn't just diss for the culture without having some repercussions. That was a perfect diss. You better believe that there was going to be some real life consequences. That's what makes a perfect diss. Is that it is delivered and written real well. And then the second thing, it has some real life consequences. If you diss someone, you would best believe to willing to throw hands or almost even lose your life. Royce was serious. And if he met up with Proof, they would have thrown down back then. Let's move on, because this Malcolm X get a little bit more intense too.
History over, hang it up. Go somewhere and hang up some 50 posters, punk. beat you late. Y'all probably gonna go to them awards and get your ass whooped by B2K. I just wish Eminem would stop telling everybody he ain't speaking to me like I'm one of his hoes or something. How about this? I ain't speaking to you, chumping. I'ma keep picking on your weak ass crew. You, Bizarre, you a
Okay, so here you just hear he goes in on Eminem. Now, a lot of Royce the 5'9" cappers and fans and that have always on my channel that are always trying to defend Royce, the first thing they'll tell, oh, come on, that Malcolm X, he never even went at Eminem though. But yeah, he did. And this is the line where he goes in at M. Now, yeah, he say that, hey, you're a chump, you're weak, your weak ass crew, and basically he calls him out of his name. Hey, you're not Eminem, you're a white boy and your weak ass crew, and you're probably gonna go to the awards and get beat by BTK. What was that group he mentioned? I know he said the BT this that. Anyway, you're gonna get beat by them. That's insults. That's talking about his group. That's talking about him. I mean, when you come at my group, you're coming at me. So I never understood that dialogue when people say, oh, he never even really came. He didn't diss M. Yeah, he did. And this is the sum up everything that he had said about Eminem. But yeah, in this part, he goes at M a bit. Now, let's go on because he's not done. Like I said, Royce, he was mad after parts 1, 2, and 3. He went in on everybody else of the group. Let's take a listen.
Are you a fat stuttering fuck? You a joke, got choke, whoever buttered you up. I've been riding by your house, you don't come out too much. You hiding, when I find you, I'ma snatch you out of that truck and tie your fat, stankin' ass to your couch and just feed you. You already look like you about to bust. Nigga, you can run and hide. I'll be on your porch with a cheeseburger trying to lure you outside. Disease in it, Bizarre, say G, you net. I bet you throw some extra G's in it. Just like a stuttering fool, can't reach intelligence. He sweats when he raps, cause he got a speech impediment. You bitch! Porky's pig and Porky's tomb. About to dig his own grave with a fork and spoon. You.
Oh my goodness. I tell you. Okay. So this is his best little this is some of his best verses that he put together, and he goes in extremely hard on Bizarre. Like, he just said like 7 or 8 different fat jokes. Not just fat jokes, but referencing his weight and from how he's going to end up dying because he's feeding himself with a fork and spoon, and how he's trying to, then also in that he said that, man, I wish you would come outside if I see you. I might have to just lure you outside with a cheeseburger from your porch. Like, he went in on Bizarre, and then he talked about the way he talked. He's like, you got a speech impediment. You need some. I need some extra. I need some extra cheese on it. Like, Royce went in. It's a good diss track. It's a great. I mean, he was not messing around. A lot of people, they make that claim that, oh, this was so bad, because rather they're Eminem fans or D12 fans, but no, this was not a bad diss. This was one of the top diss, of time. It would be in the top 10 of farts diss of all time, greatest diss, because, it had those 2 factors. It was delivered and it was written so well, and then it had real life consequences. Like, if they met up, like if Proof met up with Royce after that, if I were to meet up with Royce after that, and I'm a nonviolent person unless I'm being driven to violence, then I don't mind fighting. But here's the thing. If after listening to him saying, when you meet me, you gonna fuck me up? Oh, let's go when I see him. Like, it had some real life consequences. And then Bizarre, after getting humiliated, why can't I say that word? After getting bodied on this track for his weight, his speech, and him basically ending himself with food and other different stuff. I mean, them are fighting words. I'm gonna be mad. Real life consequences. It hit hard, so that's what made it. And then he delivered it. He delivered it perfect. You understand it. You can feel it. You know the anger is there. A lot of people, oh, it's just fat jokes. It is nothing. These are weak lines. You got to think this is back in a time when they didn't have these examples. See, now we're living in a time where metaphors and lyricals and double entendres, you know, they are a spotlight. So everyone is manipulating their rhymes, and they're watching other rappers, and they're Googling, and they're in the dictionary and the encyclopedia, and they're coming up with bigger and better words, and there's more stuff to move and draw from. But back then, Royce was able to create something like this without having all of that. He didn't have examples. He didn't do the encyclopedia. There wasn't smack. You know, when you could look at other rappers, there wasn't this high emphasis on fancy bars and double entendres and different things like that, but yet he still did it, and it was delivered really well. He did really good. So for the time, this was amazing. My kudos goes off to him. He destroyed embodied in Malcolm X. I'm sorry, Bizarre, he was that fat friend. I say fat, but he's fat. Back then, that he talked so much stuff. He did. It was funny. I was on Bizarre's side too. I was on Bizarre's side. I like Bizarre. But he was the one that talked so much stuff during this beef. He was in interviews. He was pumping the crowd. He was pumping them up. Yo, did y'all hear what Royce said? Oh, 2 words. Y'all remember in part 3? Or was it part 3? 2 words of anger management. But that was funny. But yeah, Royce went in on this line. Let's go on and let's see, because he's still got more members than Malcolm X. He's not done yet.
Nine and Swifty, please give it a year. Both of y'all be raking 50 sleeves. What do I know? That other nigga y'all got in your group, I don't even know his name, but he can shovel my snow. You, let's face it, I gave it to y'all. My little sister got 6 puppies that's braver than y'all. Niggas just started a beef, I'm about to end with the quickness. I'm about to end this quicker than Bizarre can finish a biscuit. Quicker than quick shit, y'all ain't felt the half. Quicker than Eminem can pinch Elton's ass. Don't call me, I ain't ready to squash it yet. Kiss my ass, I don't wanna talk to hex. I am so sick, I should be compared to cancer. Y'all throw up your dukes and don't swing like Reggie Sanford. I be making motherfuckers scratch their heads when I rhyme. Y'all little niggas scratch your heads then rhyme. Go play, you little punk ass niggas. Y'all can scream and yell all you want. I feel like I'm battling Keenan and Kel. You, none of y'all can put in the car to Keno.
Okay, so here in this little part, he just hit on Swift and D9. He just basically just letting them know, hey, you know what? Y'all are nobodies, and that other guy in the crew, y'all guys are no ones. Y'all just raking, and just a little bit, you know, he just signed 50, so he's gonna forget about all y'all. This is still more dissing at Eminem too, but he's just letting them know that y'all ain't even good. Like, y'all gonna end up raking 50 leaves. Y'all gonna be like his butler or whatnot. Y'all not that nice. And then he just kind of goes on and just, you know, talking about how he bodied them. And now, this last part, I'm gonna play. Because he brings up an old friend here at D12. He brings up a regular member that's been staying here at the Evolve channel. One, because he haven't paid rent in like 7 months. But anyway, let's listen to what Royce say in this little dialogue.
Paul better call me like he called Benzino. Matter of fact, I might even do a song with Ray. Sign a Murder Inc. and hit you with a song of dick. We gon' beat your ass. Yeah. We gon' beat your ass. Yeah.
I don't even want you little punks to think I'm mad. Y'all niggas is Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. We gon' beat your ass. Yeah. We gon' beat your ass. Yeah.
You not on my level. I will beat your boss's ass, nigga. Trey Little.
Y'all hear that? Did y'all catch that bar? So he ends the song off, and now it's just a little hook, but he ends it off by letting them know, you know what? I might just get with Murder Inc. Hey, yo, D12, Eminem. I know y'all don't, Eminem, 50, Ja, Benzino. I know y'all don't like them over there, but you know what? Y'all done pissed me off. You done pissed me off so much, I might just collab with Murder Inc. I might just collab with Benzino. No neck gang. I don't know what that was. He said, I might just collab and get with Murder Inc. and Benzino and hit y'all with a diss a day. You know that hit hard. Back then they was not. They were going in on Ja and Benzino. Benzino was calling them all the KKKs and bringing up his evidence. 50 Cent and Ja, y'all know that whole thing? And Royce was like, this is gonna hit him hard. Let me let him know. So that's Malcolm X there, guys. So this, I like to know what y'all think. This was part 4 of this whole series. If you, like I said, part 1 through 3, it is in the comments. Part 5, D12, they do respond to this. And a little bit more happens leading up to that we'll go over. And then in part 6, something happened and it changed. And, you know, D12 and Royce and Eminem, they decided that, you know what, this beef ain't worth it. Let's make a change. Nah. That's part 6. But I will see you all in part 5 if you want to hear. Let me know in the comments what you all been thinking about this series. I'm excited to get the thing back going on. I got a little motivation. But anyway, yeah, Benzino. Whoever said they gonna collab with Benzino though? Have he ever got a good feature? Let me stop. This ain't about him. Well, it ain't about him. Anyway, I thank you guys for watching. This was a pretty long video. Please hit it with a like, subscribe, do what you can, guys. Go ahead, support the channel. I've been putting out a lot of content, fellas. Y'all can support. I've been putting out a lot of content here lately. All right? Anyway there, guys, I will see you all in the very next video. As always, KIP, keep it positive. Thanks for watching. Bye.